ezVOLTz to be a part of this important summit. I plan to help you think about the many questions that a local jurisdiction should ponder when considering and planning for installation of EV infrastructure, which is a great follow-up to what Deb talked about, the case study. So hopefully this will kind of take everything a little bit deeper. I'm going to start with a little background about ezVOLTz so you have an idea where we come from. The ezVOLTz is built for local governments because our team comes from government. We understand the unique challenges and requirements that you face and provide tailored solutions to meet your needs. We know there's many questions to think about and it can seem overwhelming. So government entities may perceive EV charging as overly complex, costly, or contentious, delaying action or shifting full responsibility to the private sector. Yet cities and counties are amidst a unique opportunity to deploy EV charging cost effectively. Leveraging public and fleet charging grants alongside state procurement contracts can streamline the process. Tools such as a customizable navigation app can provide valuable insights, boosting local tourism and economic growth. A revenue share model can further bolster your local economy. So make sure you're looking for a complete solution when you're developing your EV charger installation planning. And equally important, maintaining the infrastructure empowers local governments to advance sustainability, stimulate your local economy, and enhance your residents' mobility. There are so many questions though, like, why do I need EV chargers? When should I get them? What are my chargers for? Where should I install the chargers? And how do I pay for the infrastructure? As electric vehicles continue their rapid growth, the need now for reliable, accessible, and efficient charging infrastructure, that's a hard word, infrastructure has never been greater. And especially since the nationwide average is that 1 out of 3 chargers is down or inoperable at any one time. Government agencies are responding by installing EV chargers across multiple locations, recognizing the critical role you all play in supporting the electric revolution. However, the journey doesn't just end with the installation of these chargers. In fact, it's just the beginning. So, what will your chargers be used for? Public charging, fleet charging, or both? And will they be in separate dedicated locations, or will they be hybrid chargers to be used by the public during the day and the fleet overnight? Also, you must consider, where are the government-owned properties on which the EV chargers can be located? Are the utilities nearby in these strategic locations? Government buildings, shopping and restaurant areas, public parks? And are they close to high-traffic roads? All of these locations will maximize the usage by an EV driver and potential revenue for your county or town. Now to consider the how questions. How will you pay for the chargers? How do you determine the speed of the chargers? How will you procure the chargers? How can you get rebates and grants for the chargers? How will you manage the chargers? So all of these how questions are part of the planning. And you can't plan without thinking about the financial impact. So you don't want to consider just the initial cost, but also what resources are available to streamline the procurement process and ensure that you're getting what your jurisdiction truly needs at the best possible price. How much will it cost to manage and maintain in future years? What resources, again, are available to offset that initial installation cost? And who might offer you a significant revenue share to help supplement the income of your local budget and keep the project going? So, a little information. It's important to understand that 2 speeds of chargers are most common for public and fleet charging and where they are most appropriately located. So a level 2 charger takes about 3 to 4 hours for a full charge, which is perfect for overnight fleet charging, parks, and shopping areas. Level 3 DC fast chargers are perfect for those high traffic corridors and to supplement the level 2 chargers with 1 or 2 at a government building for a quick fleet charge, which typically lasts about 20 minutes or less. Public-private partnerships are probably something that you've heard of. And while I'm speaking today to EV infrastructure, know that this information pertains to most partnerships. Here are the benefits of choosing that option. Having the local government own the infrastructure benefits them by preserving local control and decision making. We all know we like to make our own decisions.
Amen.
I'm a former Mako girl, so I understand that. Having the ability to generate revenue, retain over 90% with complete control to set your own rates, and if desired, different pricing tiers based on your users, like Justice 40 areas. EV chargers are an asset that you can depreciate, and you'll gain valuable insights that are data-driven for enhanced tourism and economic development. Having an expert privately manage the infrastructure also benefits you with resources and tools you wouldn't have if you attempted to do it yourself, such as a centralized charging command center, also known as a CNOC. An integrated platform provides managed services with a single view, simplifying the complexity of managing multiple EV chargers across many locations. Offering streamlined governance, policy implementation, and real-time monitoring to confirm that all of the chargers are operational. If you remember, I said at any one time, 1 in 3 is down. So if one does go down, it offers efficient troubleshooting and maintenance that can diagnose and repair certain issues remotely. And finally, key metric reporting for data analytics, so you know how much electricity is being used and what your impact is for the environment, accounting, and detailed usage of those chargers. So what a private partnership can do while installing those EV chargers is a critical first step. Ensuring their long-term success requires ongoing professional managed services. By partnering with an expert, you fill in the gap left after installation and have the oversight needed to transform your EV charging infrastructure into a reliable, secure, and scalable asset. You're not just maintaining your chargers, you're optimizing them for peak performance, peak revenue, and protecting your investment, positioning your jurisdiction for future success. So, with so many questions and things to consider, you're probably wondering how to make procurement easier. That's part of the topic, procurement. And while I'm speaking again today to EV infrastructure, this information applies to any NASPO contract. So what exactly is NASPO value point? Can I see by a show of hands? Anybody know? Never heard of NASPO? Goody, then this slide is for you. Even if you're using grants, rebates, and receiving a significant amount of revenue share, local governments would still like the easiest, most cost-effective way to streamline and procure their EV infrastructure, and that's where NASPO comes in. Now, how many people will groan if I say RFP? Groan. We hear it. Thank you. Okay. So NASPO is an acronym for the National Association of State Procurement Officials. They offer hundreds of different procurement contracts, and in 2024, they awarded one for electric vehicle charging station equipment and services. NASPO Value Point is a cooperative purchasing program that provides state and local government entities access to a wide range of competitively solicited contracts. The benefit of utilizing NASPO agreements is that they are competitively solicited, which leverages the expertise and buying power of many states. Of note, Maryland was the lead state in this contract. And I'm sure you all have heard about, riding off a state contract. That's what NASPO does, only on a nationwide basis. So federal grant opportunities, they abound right now. And in particular, the Charging and Fueling Infrastructure Grant, the CFI grant, offers 80% funding for eligible projects. The Clean Energy Center has been great in taking the lead in assisting local governments to access these funds. The rebate program here in Maryland, and I know we have, I think all three are sponsors of this summit. Current participating utilities are BGE, Pepco, and Delmarva, and they offer up to $45,000 per site as long as you meet the criteria that's detailed on this slide. And this is another resource to further reduce the startup cost for EV infrastructure. An approved vendor would need to work with the appropriate government staff in the submission of any applicable applications to this non-competitive rebate program. So this wraps it up for my section. I look forward to your questions, and ezVOLTz is available to help you with any of your EV needs or to help you navigate the procurement and rebate